All right, what's going on, y'all? So today is another Trading to Freedom series episode. It's episode 12. And today, I'm just going to be talking about my personal experience and what's going on with me. Like, I ended up blowing a funded and an eval today. Just going to talk about, like, what is next. Like, what do you do next after being in a hole and just getting shit on multiple times? Maybe you guys have suggestions for me to help me out. Or you're going to be inspired by me and might take the same action or a similar course of action. Because a lot of traders are in I think most traders get in this, almost every trader probably gets in this position where, like, you know, you're kind of back and forth between profitability and, you know, unprofitability. Like, you have good weeks, you have bad weeks, and then you have good days, bad days. But your bad weeks and your bad days are always slightly worse than your good days and good weeks. And that's the problem, right? And then you get in this spot where, like, you blow that fucking 5th, 10th eval of the fucking month, and you're just like, man, do I really want to buy another eval? Like, it's $50, and that's the problem. Like, it's $50. Like, it's not extremely expensive, but it's also not extremely cheap. So you're just like, bro, this is ass. Like, I'm just getting liquidated. You see your bank account slowly but surely getting lower by the day. And it's not getting higher with trading, not at all. You're in the spot where, like, damn, should I even keep doing this? Or what should I do next? And then you're also like, damn, I buy an eval, but now I still have to pass that eval. And even if I do pass that eval, I have to pay $150 just to fucking, you know, activate it. And then it's just like, holy shit, this shit's a lot of money. This shit's a lot of work. You realize very quickly trading is just not, this shit is not easy. It's just not to get rich, get quick. I mean, I realized that very, very fast in the beginning, but it just makes you realize again and rethink that, like, this is not a get rich quick scheme at all. But let me just go through the recap and how I just blew all my shit today. It took one trade, and I'll show you guys what I did, and hopefully you learn from my mistakes. Okay, so I have ES on the left, NQ on the right. Basically what I was looking for, right? On the higher time frame, we were bearish, but we just broke structure to the upside. And that's why I'm so upset, because I literally was, at first I was like, okay, well, we're technically bullish because we changed character and we broke structure, right? So I should look for continuation longs, but and then I don't know why, like, I had this devil in my head saying, like, fuck everything you think and just do the opposite because you're always fucking wrong. And I did that, and I was literally completely wrong, and, like, it was just awful. It was awful. Like, I'm gonna show you what I did, and I'm gonna show you what I should have done, and, like, what could have made this trade actually way easier and profitable. Basically, right, we opened a bit lower, and I was expecting a lower open because I wanted to see us mitigate this gap. And if we did come all the way lower into this level, I would have looked for longs to, you know, to these highs and buy side up here. But we didn't. What we ended up doing is just reversing off just this some random 5-minute gap here, and we kind of, like, you know, consolidated, and then we just blew up and took out these pre-market highs on ES, and then NQ failed to take out Asia session highs. So we had the S&T. So I was like, all right, I'm going to look for shorts down to this unmitigated favorite value gap. SIBI, sell side, buy side imbalance. And it just went wrong really fast, right? So we came down, right? I waited for that 15-minute candle closure. Boom, it closed. Confirmed the S&T. All right, cool. I'm on NQ because NQ is the leading pair for today. So I'm looking, all right, let me find a pullback. I wanted to see price pull back into this level, but it didn't. So this was enough for me. I only entered half of what my leverage was. This was an A setup to me. And I did half of what I do for an A setup. So then I set my stop loss at the body of this candle because I could not afford to go this much higher. And that was another thing too. I over risked a little bit here, and it was just like, fuck. It was fucked because I had no real protected stop loss here. It was really shitty. So that's why this trade actually wasn't an A setup at all. It was like probably a B minus. And then my TP was right here, this, like, order block with the fair value gap right here. All right, cool, right? We enter off of that candle, the pullback of that candle, right? We do that. We just readjust here. Okay, boom. I'm like, all right, we let this play out. We come into profits for a bit, right? And I was waiting for us to close below this low to go break even and to start trailing. And then as, like, price does that, we chop, and this is where I should have known we were fucked because this fair value gap right here did not get inversed. Price bounced off it extremely fast and I just held the stop loss because I was like, maybe we can just, take out some liquidity here in this demand zone. And no, we just rip. We absolutely ripped. And I was just like fucking annoyed at the fact that I didn't catch this inversion, right? And that I took this trade because it was viable in my eyes, but the stop loss was not clear. I had no protected highs here, nothing. I'm glad I leveraged half of what I would have done, but I still blew all my accounts because I was on thin ice on my funded account, literally thinner than thin ice. So it was just bad. Yeah, it was just bad, and I got fucked so bad there. But you live and you learn, right? I want to talk about like what is the next plan? Like what is the next step now after blowing an eval, blowing a funded, right? I've already blown a couple. I've blown like 2 or 3 fundeds and a fuck ton of evals. But people get in this position a lot where like you're like I said, you're in a profitable and unprofitable position, and you don't know what to do next. Like you don't know if you should buy another eval. There's so many options, right? You could just buy another eval and just be liquidity again, just hope for the best and try to see if you can mentally shift your problem in your head, but that usually doesn't work. You just end up losing more and more money. Or you can just get on the demo for a while and try to build up some confidence, which can help, but also it's that is the worst. It's psychological warfare because you're just trading on a demo and you're like, damn, I'm not making any money, blah blah. And I was in that same position. I went on a demo for 2 weeks, but it actually really helped a lot. And then also you could just step away and take a break from the charts completely, which is also very mentally challenging. What I'm gonna do is I know that I know how to trade. I know what to trade. I just gotta like my confidence is so fucked. Like I just don't have any confidence anymore. Like today, that's literally what happened. Like I was looking for longs at the beginning, and then I was like, "Fuck that! Let me just go the opposite of what I want to think because I'm just never right when I execute." But yeah, that's all I want to talk about today's video. I just want to let you guys know that like, yo, we're all in the same position. Everyone's been through here. People are in this position right now, and some people are yet to come into this position. But if you have any suggestions or advice for what I should do next, like I said, my problem is I have just poor execution, like technically wise, and then like psychology wise, my confidence is also just terrible. Like I'm just not confident in my draw and liquidity sometimes or my bias and stuff like that. So that's just something I gotta improve by myself. But if you guys have any advice or comments or concerns, just let me know. Yeah, so we'll be back next week on the demo account. I'll be posting trading recaps still, same thing I usually would, just on the demo. And yeah, hopefully we lock in that week so we can go back on the eval stronger and better and start fucking taking money out of these fucking top step fuckers because, dude, they have liquidated me like no other, bro. And I don't make that much money. I also have bills, too. So it's like all my money goes to bills and top step. And it's just like, I don't want to do that shit anymore, right? I want to like step back, build my confidence back up, come back and liquidate these motherfuckers. Because I can do it. I know I can. It's a matter of time and patience. And that's the hardest part, time and patience. Dude, I swear to God, trading is more mentally draining than women, bro. Than like a girlfriend. Like, I swear to God. Like, if you guys had like a girl that just mentally drained the shit out of you, like, this shit is worse. And that's saying something. Like, this shit will humble you, bro. Like, sometimes your woman makes you go fucking crazy. But this will make you go fucking crazier sometimes, bro. And it's like, but the worst part is, it's worse because you can at least blame most of it on her or some of it on her. But it's all yourself, bro. You're blaming it's all your own fault. Like, you have no one to fucking blame. There is no one to get mad at. And that's what we like to do as humans. We have human tendencies to put the blame on other people and get mad at someone rather than ourselves. But here, it's all accountable. That's why I love trading so much, because you can't blame nobody. It's all in yourself. So, just a quick little rant there. I don't know if you guys find that relatable at all. Maybe you guys just think I'm completely fucking retarded and that women are way more mentally draining. But in my eyes, I think that this is way more psychologically challenging than a fucking female who does, causes you the absolute most stress. I'll catch you guys next week in the next video. Fucking, stay tuned. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're new. On the road to 500 subs. But yeah, peace out, y'all.